What up, YouTube? It's the Ways. I'm Tia, and today we're gonna do Beauty My Way. And if you've seen in the description, we're gonna do a Beauty Bakerie takeover. I'm so excited. This is a brand that truly intrigues me. I want to bring you different brands and show you what the brands could do. Sometimes you're trying to figure out what's my favorite brand, what do I like the most, and that's kind of what I want to bring you. But I want to bring you some Black-owned brands that you might never heard of or don't know of, and just discover the beauty that they have to offer. So this brand is super duper cute. That's one reason why I picked it to do my first takeover with. Some of the products I have tried before, some of them are going to be first impressions. There are some products that aren't Beauty Bakerie that I have to use to complete my full face. For instance, these brows. I'm going to tell you about this new brow product I found because it is poppin', just not in this video. It will be in the description of this video if you want to check out the eyebrow pencil or any other products that I use that I do not mention, as they will not be Beauty Bakerie. So if you want to see this Beauty Bakerie takeover, definitely please keep watching. So before we get started on this face, I wanted to give you a little bit of background related to Beauty Bakerie and kind of what it stands for. The owner and CEO or founder of this brand is Cashmerenicole. She's a beautiful lady. You should definitely pull up the website and you can see her in all her glory. She started Beauty Bakerie in 2011 and it has just taken off from there. You can find Beauty Bakerie at Ulta, Morphe, Target, Nordstrom's. So there's a lot of different places that you can find Beauty Bakerie. I've brought you some of the bite-size products by Beauty Bakerie that are found in Target, and I'm going to bring you some more today. So that's exciting because you get to try out the brand for a little bit less than the normal price. But I wanted to read you what it says on the website for her mission. She says, "Our mission is to be sweet and sweeten the lives of others. We are committed to enhancing men and women to feel both empowered and beautiful. Beauty Bakerie is a direct reflection of my perseverance and passion for great quality products that enhance the beauty of everyone every day." Okay, I'm loving that. That's awesome. That is a great mission statement, and the products are just gorgeous. The packaging is gorgeous. I have tried some, like I said earlier. Some are going to be first impressions. I'll let you know which one it is. As I do this takeover, these products, I'm going to be showing you the price, telling you a little bit of info about each product, so you have a nice little clue on what's in store for this product. And it's very inclusive. There's a lot of different shade ranges and different products to choose from based off your skin tone. It's just not one-sided, which is very nice. The main thing, like I said, that caught my eye is the packaging. So I try to keep everything in the packaging so I can show you the packaging, and then I'll unbox it and I'll put it on and we'll keep it moving. So let's get started, and I hope you enjoy this video. So I'm going to start off with the InstaBake 3-in-1 full coverage concealer. I'm using the shade 07, which is Cream Brulee. This 3-in-1 concealer is supposed to smooth, conceal, and contour. I'm using the Play and Makeup by Yolando C10 brush to clean up these brows. This does come in 0.14 fluid ounces, so it's a nice size. It looks very, very small, but I can see why it's okay because you don't need a lot of this concealer to get the job done. I'm also using it to prime my lids for my eyeshadow when we get to that. So I'm using a damp beauty sponge to go ahead and blend this out so it's nice and smooth and seamless. This concealer comes in 18 shades and it is $20 on the Beauty Bakerie website as well as Ulta. You want to work fast with this concealer, a little bit. You don't want to let it sit too much. Look at this doe foot applicator though. Like, it's just different and it really hits different. It's kind of like rounded. I've used this product one time and I was like, what? I love how smooth it is. I can really just take it underneath my brow and draw it out. But I wanted to use my brush today. But yeah, when I tried it, I was like, dang, this is a dope little applicator, doe foot applicator. I've never seen one like this. Usually it's flat or you have like a huge one. This is a bomb concealer. Just prepping the other eye. Adding a little bit of brow gel to set my brows in place. We're gonna go into the Breakfast in Bed eyeshadow palette. It's awesome. It's a 9-pan eyeshadow palette with a lot of different cool tones. We're gonna start with the color Messy Hair and we're gonna apply that all over the crease. This palette is $38. It has a mixture of mattes and metallics, which are really, really pretty colors. So just like I said, blending Messy Hair in our crease. Then we're gonna go ahead and blend out Forehead Kisses around Messy Hair so we have no harsh lines and a really seamless look. Forehead Kisses is more of a matte pinkish tone. We're just blending that out. Kind of highlights our brow bone as well. We're gonna go ahead and reinforce Messy Hair so we don't lose any of our color. Just blending that, smoothing it out. I did use a set of Morphe brushes to complete some of these looks. Then I went in with Pajamas, which is kind of a coppery metallic with a hint of more pinkish copper. And I just put that all over the lid. So I just want to spray this down a little bit just to give a little bit more sheen payoff on this color. Oh, it's beautiful. It's like a burgundy reddish color, and normally you put a light color on your lid, but I want to do something a little different. It's very close to the first color, Messy Hair, I put on, just more of a shimmer, and I like that contrast. I think that's super duper cute. And then we're gonna throw in a little smokiness. I'm kind of making it like a cut crease, it being that I wet it a little bit, but I'm not cutting any crease, you know? So that's just the vibe I wanted to go for with it being wet. Go ahead and smoothed out the edges with Messy Hair. Then we're gonna go in with Boo and a View on the edges and just blend that into the crease to give a smoky effect. We're just layering Boo and a View right on top. These are great colors. I have played in this palette before. I got this in BoxyCharm, and it was actually my first introduction to Beauty Bakerie. So like I said, I always tell you guys I love BoxyCharm, and this is just an example of why. It opened up my eyes to different brand, and this is a really different type of color story when it comes to the shadows. So we're just kind of deepening this up with that color on the end to give us a little bit of depth. Okay, we're just gonna bring it over a little bit, not too much, but you can see how beautifully it layered on top of Pajamas. So isn't the name so cute too? Pajamas, Messy Hair, and it's called Breakfast in Bed palette. Like, it's so freaking cute. So then I'm just gonna take the brush I had Messy Hair with nothing on it and just really blend and buff that Boo and a View out. Okay. Yes, I'm loving it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and finish up the other eye. And then I'm going to give you a nice little swatches of all these shadows. So this will be exciting. This will be my first swatch for you guys. But I kind of want you to see the beauty of this palette because it is more cool toned palette. And it's really, really pretty. So different type of color story, like I said. We're going to add more oomph to it too, and use a couple more of these shades as we wrap up the eye look when we get there. So I went ahead and swatched the first set of shadows in the palette. This is Yawning. Then we have Forehead Kisses, which is like a matte pink. This is more like Yawning is matte, but it has a little sheen to it. So that's the one thing I like in this palette. They're matte, but they're kind of sheeny, so you can use them like mattes. This one is straight matte. Forehead Kisses. Pajamas, that's what we put the shimmery shadow on our eyes, which is like a reddish mauve color. This is going to be the second row of shadows. This one is called French Doors, which is like a silvery, and I don't even know if you're getting the justice of the colors with all these lights, but this is a silvery like purple, more like a pastel-y, but it's pastel-y purple, but it's metallic. It's crazy. So then we have Boo and a View, which we did put on our eyes, which is like a blackish gray with some shimmer. Gorgeous color. Okay. Then we have Messy Hair, which is what we put in our crease. And this is like a pinky gray tone. The last row is Fresh Face, which is like a metallic-y pink, kind of like a rose gold pink to me, but has silver aspects to it. This is really not doing any justice. And like I said, they're more cool tones. This is Cuddle Cakes, which this is a really pretty color too. This is like a mauve silver tone. Ooh, it's so pretty. Then the last one is called Lazy Baby. This is really pretty too. This is like a satiny purple, gray purple. Like I said, this is a cool tone palette. Ooh, I love that color. I think we might put that on the bottom lash, and we're gonna also pop French Doors, which was this one in our inner corner highlight. So that is the swatches on the Breakfast in Bed palette. Beautiful. Different color story than most. I love cool tones. I'm not saying that they look the best on me all the time, but it's giving. And I know it's like summery vibes, but I really like this palette. She does sell different palettes in Target with her Bite Size brand. So, and I know that there are more warm tone colors too. So that might be something to look into. So what we're going to do is we're going to start on this face, and then we'll come back and wrap up these eyes after I get my concealer and foundation on. You know the drill, because I definitely want to get concealer on before I put any shadows underneath my eyes. So yay! We are using the InstaBake Aqua Glass foundation. So cute, the packaging. It does have a pump to it, just shaking it up to get it ready to put onto the skin. It is a full coverage foundation. I am in the color 317W. Putting it on half of the face so that way you'll be able to see the difference. Using a brush to go ahead and smooth this out. I did go back in, you will see, with a sponge afterwards. It really does look like glass on your skin. InstaBake is serving filter worthy skin in a bottle, and I totally believe that. There are 30 shades in this foundation, and they are $34 each. Loving the finish, loving the fill. It's not drying, it's not too oily, it's perfect. This is a really pretty foundation. I'm gonna go and just soften it up with my sponge. I hope the color's doing it justice, because it might look a little different on camera, but let me tell you, this is my color. I've been through 3. This is definitely it, and that was the only thing that kind of made me upset. I took this foundation back 3 times to get my right color. Now Ulta is really good. They'll let you return it, as they should, if you don't have your right color, as we are not able to match. But like online, I was just getting different vibes on what I felt like my color would be with my undertone, and this happened to be the one. This is more of a golden undertone. I'm gonna put a picture up of the girl that it's compared to, the color, and you'll see why I didn't choose it right away. But after choosing other foundations that weren't working, it was the perfect match. This is a full coverage foundation. You can build it up. I have tried it before, obviously, because I wanted to ensure I had the right color. It is a pump foundation. It just doesn't have a lid, so that's kind of weird. It does get a little dirty, but that's okay. It is more of a luminous finish than like matte, so that I like that. It's really hydrating. Oh my goodness, you guys, I wanted to show you one side of my face. I'm gonna take this off because I forgot to put on primer, so you'll see one side with primer and one side without. Yeah, I was so excited about this foundation. I cannot believe I forgot the primer, and this primer is super duper freaking cute. Like, really, Beauty Bakerie, the butter, it's a butter stick, y'all. Anybody that knows me knows I love to cook, and when I seen this, I was like, you know what, I have to get it. I have matte primers, I have to get it. This is the Hydra Silk primer. Looks like a stick of butter. The packaging looks like a stick of butter. I don't even know if you can see it. 1 tablespoon for 1/4 cup, half a cup. Super duper cute. Now I did prime before with this on my eyebrows before I put on my eyebrows today. So it's just a stick. It's supposed to be super duper hydrating. It felt really good. I put on my forehead earlier. I cannot believe I forgot to put on this side of the face. I just got so excited to put on this foundation because I've only worn it once, and I loved it. I love the way it looked. You can see how it looks. And that's kind of what I wanted you to do, is see one side done anyways and one side not done. But I did not want you to really see it without the primer. So, just adding the foundation to the other side of my face with the primer. I really do like it with primer better than without. That's just my personal preference. You don't have to use a primer, which I always tell you guys, but I just love primers because it fills in fine lines on my face. It makes the foundation go on a lot smoother and creamier for me. So I'm just blending this all in, trying to make it all seamless. This is one of my favorite foundations. The more I use it, the more I'm in love with it. I am normal to combination skin, and I don't like to be too matte, so this is perfect for me. Blending it out with the sponge just to make it all smooth and even. Now I'm going back in with the concealer, the InstaBake 3-in-1 concealer, and like I said, I'm in the color Creme Brulee 07, putting it on the eyes, down the nose, forehead, and my chin, also above my mustache or my upper lip. Blending that with the sponge. I could totally use a brush, but I already had my sponge out from earlier. I love that you can multi-use with this concealer because it's thick enough, and the color's perfect, but it's great as an eyeshadow base. So I really like that you can multitask with this. Really, really nice finish on the concealer. Now this is a pretty thick concealer. You don't need a lot. You see how bright I look. You know I like to more go bright than actually like put on 2 concealers, one to cover the dark spots and then one to go brighter like that. Really doesn't make much sense to me. This is a thicker concealer. It does dry pretty fast, so you kind of don't want to let it sit. Like some concealers, you can let it sit for a minute to dry. You don't need to do that with this concealer, so you're working pretty fast, which is nice, but not too fast. I'm really loving this concealer. It's thick, it's full coverage. You don't need a lot. I did take back the color I had originally and got this color, and I'm glad I did. Like I said, the website for Sephora or Beauty Bakerie do not really help on your color pick out. Like, you're gonna have to figure that out. When I went through with the foundation, I did do it with a brush, but then I did soften it with the wet sponge, and now I'm just going around my concealer with the part that had foundation on it, which you could totally do this with the brush, just to make it seamless. Like, I could take my brush and do the same thing and just pat around, just pat, just so that it's all blended really nice. But this concealer and foundation duo just blend out beautifully together, so I don't have to do much work, which is nice, you know? Like, it just does it. Just does it for me. Well, we're all blended. Nice, beautiful. Loosen these buns. Why are my head always so tight and I gotta loosen up buns and freaking ponytails every time I get on camera? So yeah, that is looking gorgeous. Now this is a beat face. This is not a skin tint. This is a full-fledged, full coverage beat. Okay? And it is beautiful, if I do say so myself. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Are you going to try out the foundation? Try it for yourself? Do you like that dewy, luminous look? And don't get it twisted, because we're about to set this with some powder. So you can totally put this on and then go matte, you know, with the powder. And I've already tried the Beauty Bakerie powder with you guys on a different video, so you know I am a fan. This is the bite size, so you can get the full size at like Ulta. And I believe the powders on Ulta actually come in 6 different shades, and it is $24. The one at Target, bite size, comes in 4 different shades, and it's $12. So, you know, decide how you want to go with that. Now, this is a matte powder. So I'm going to use a brush for this one to set this powder underneath my eyes, and I'm going to use an angled Playing in Makeup by Yolando brush to set underneath. I'm just going to smooth out my concealer first, so I have no creases, or as little as possible. That is a beautiful concealer. And then I'm just going to take my powder brush, put it in the little cap, and tap it off and press underneath my eyes. Just press it out. You don't have to really bake. If you're a baker, you can keep it on longer, but I just feel like it will be too dry for me. And I'm kind of going in all the places where I put concealer and just tapping it in. Okay? Tapping it off. I do like it to be lighter around my upper lip. Okay, I'm going to go on my other eye, clean it up, make sure it's no creasing. Take my powder, tap it off, and pat it in. This is a really nice powder too. And you know I love my Fenty, but this one is nice. You don't have that smell, so if you're not a smell person, if you want to be super duper matte, this is going to be the route you want to go with your powder. Just taking a big fluffy brush and putting that powder all over just to set all of the foundation. So we have no creasing and just make everything stay in place all day. I'm going to go ahead and go underneath my eyes with the color Lazy Baby, just to smoke that out a little bit. Then we're gonna take the color French Doors and we're gonna use that as an inner corner highlight to complete this eye look. Ooh. And that just gives us a little pop and opens up the eyes a little bit more. Love that inner corner highlight. Okay, inner corner highlight. I am not mad at you. Pretty. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up. I'm going to throw on some mascara, throw on some lashes, and then we're going to finish up this face. Warm it up, blush, lips, spray, and we done took over Beauty Bakerie. Okay, so I'll be right back. So we got our lashes on, we got our mascara on. I put some rose gold kind of eyeliner in my waterline, and it is kind of setting this look off. So I am loving this. Did some Ardell lashes. I'll have them in the description. I'll have the eyeliner in the description. It just doesn't have a name on it. I don't know. It came a little defective than the other eyeliners, but I will have the brand, and it's the rose gold color. So if you want to know. So yeah, let's warm up this face though. So now we're kind of going bite size. Well, we're not kind of, we are going bite size. So this is a bronzer. I found this at Target. All these products, the next 5 products that we're going to use, or I'm sorry, 4 products that we're going to use are all from the bite size collection at Target. They're all $12. It's a way to try out Beauty Bakerie for a cheaper price. She does have some bronzers and highlighters in like palettes. I'm just probably gonna have to break this one open. I don't have time to be going through this, but yeah, so this was just, they're all kind of separated, the bronzer, the highlighter, and the blush. And I think it's super duper cute. This is a great way to travel with this type of product. It's like a silicone outside. This comes in 3 different shades. And like I said, they are $12 each. So we're just going to take this and we're just going to, I don't know how deep this is. I feel like this is a little deeper than I would go. So I'm just going to pat it. I have never used, this will be first impression on this product. Ooh, that's deep. So we're going to go around the rim. This is more highlight. I'm just going to set the product because it is a little darker. And then I'm going to blend it out with a different brush. Just where I want it. Okay, you see how deep that is, but that's pigment. I mean, if you get that kind of pigment from a drugstore product, that's nice. I'm gonna take it right under here, like didn't mean to earthquake the whole camera. Underneath my jawline. You know, I'm going to take it here. This is more of an angled, this is an angled brush. This is a Morphe E4. And I really do like it for blush and stuff. But I don't want this to be heavy-handed contour. So I'm just going to take another brush with nothing on it. And I'm just going to blend. Ooh, yes, that's pretty. It kind of has a little bit of a red tone to it. The brownie red. Take this around. This is just warming up everything back into our face. Bringing that warmth. You could just put this on as your blush if you wanted to and keep it moving. But you know I'm extra and you know I love blush. So we're just blending this so it's very seamlessly blended. If you put too much, which I don't think I did, but I could take my fluffy brush that I used my powder on and just go around, you know, the edges and just soften everything. But I'm kind of liking it because it's kind of like I warmed up the face, but I also kind of contoured a little bit. And you know, I'm going to take a little bit more because I got a little scared on this side. I'm going to take a little bit more on that Morphe brush, the angle. I'm just going to set it there. Okay. Look at that pigment. What? That is crazy. That's one thing why I really also wanted to take over this brand is the fact that she has high end at Ulta, but she's going to bring you drugstore prices at Target, but give you the same product for half the price. Maybe a smaller amount, which is actually better. You're going to really go through everything besides foundation, hit pan on stuff, unless you're like really wearing it every single day, I just respect that and I love it. And so I wanted to give her props because brands aren't doing that, you know. I don't even know another brand that has done that, and I love that I can think of that's high-end brand that has brought something to a drugstore and said, here, try out my products, they're bomb and I believe in them, so I'm gonna give it to you for half the price. Like, who does that? Well, Cashmere does it. That's what's up. So yes, I like this. So I'm gonna just take a little, I'm gonna lightly go around my nose. Ooh, that's, did you see that pigment that just went on there? I'm just gonna barely, oh my gosh, on both sides. And then I'm gonna take my brush and I'm just gonna blend this out. I don't want, sorry, are we not focused? Too much of a bronze nose. Ooh. And you know what? I'm gonna take my powder with my sponge. I'm just gonna dip the setting powder in there and I'm just gonna go right down my highlight. Okay? Just so that way I know I have a highlight. Now I'm just gonna let it sit there for a second. Ooh. Not very precise with that, I guess. But it's okay because I want this to be brighter. Oh, that's nice though. That is a good bronzer. And like I said, I could have gone a little lighter, but that's okay. Pretty. Anybody knows Arizona, which most people watching here is, I had to go to the south side to get these bite-sized products. I happened to be over there and I was like, you know what, let me see if they have this out here. And they had all the products like stocked. There's one by my house. I'm on the east side of Phoenix, or the west side of Phoenix, and they only had a couple products. There's like 3 Targets. I only found it at 1. I was just like, really? I went to the south side and it was packed. So if you're in Phoenix and you're looking for bite size, that's the Target to go to on the south side. All right, very good. So next, after that, we're gonna go in with the blush. And by the way, the bronzer is called, they're called Snackaroonies. You know, those like Snackaroons, I think that's what they're called, or you know what I'm talking about. Beauty Bakerie Bite Size Snackaroons Bronzer. This one is in bronzer, perfect blend. Then we have the Snackaroony blush. Let me take it out so you can really see the color. It's in the same kind of packaging. I should have probably been more prepared for this part, like already had everything out, but like I said, her packaging is like better than any other packaging I've seen. Like, it's so creative and that's what I love about it. And you know, I like to cook. I'm not a baker, but I do like to cook. So, and I get the whole concept, Beauty Bakerie, like we baking up some makeup products to make you look fly, okay? This one's just called Freshly Baked. And this is kind of like a terracotta blush. I thought it would go perfect with the eyes. They only had 3 colors. These are also $12 at Target. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe off my brush that I used for the powder, for the bronzer. Just make sure it's kind of clean. And then I'm going to go in with the blush with this same, because I don't know how pigmented. Oof, wow. Oh wow, look at that. All right, we're gonna have to, because I don't want the blush to be the, like, my eyes are, I think they look beautiful. So I just softened it and I'm just gonna take it right up in here. Wow, that is a pretty, tap a little bit. I'm gonna tap it off. Woo, look at that pigment. Oh my gosh. And I'm just gonna pat it. And then I'm going to take the same brush that I used to soften the bronzer and I'm going to soften the blush. Wow. That is going to be a pretty blush for summer when you want that sun-kissed look. And this one, like I said, is called Freshly Baked. Wow. That is like blush. I didn't know, you know, I'm a blush person, but I did not know how pigmented. So I'm just going to tap, put it around here. They had a nice bright pink, like I'm gonna have to go back because they had an orange one. And I was like, but Tia, you have a blush this color. But I didn't know how pigmented this was gonna be. Okay, so we're just gonna pat this around. We're gonna take our other brush and blend that out. Okay. Ooh. That might even be a bit much. So I'm really gonna blend that out. Now, take my big powder brush and just go over it. Tap it to soften everything. Okay. We finessing it. I'm shook on this bite size. Like, I was shook on the foundation and the concealer. Like I said, I'd already tried the eyeshadows, but okay, Beauty Bakerie. I'm gonna like build up slowly, you know? If my eyes weren't so colorful and more cool toned, I would go harder on the blush. But for now, I don't want too much. I just want it to look like a flush and that it's on there, okay? Nice. Now let's get into, wow, these little bite size. I'm impressed. Now the last one we're gonna do is the highlighter Snackaroons. I think it's called Snackaroons, not Snackaroonies. I think that's an S at the end, so Snackaroons. They have 2 different colors in the highlighter at Target for bite size. I believe she also has a full-blown palette with just highlighters in her brand at Ulta. Come on, let me get this out. Okay, I was trying not to mess up the packaging, but like the normal ones from Ulta are way cuter, but these are still cute, you know, but not as cute. So I'm just gonna rip these up, take it out. Perfect size for traveling. This one's called Sugarcoat Everything. Yes, Sugarcoat Everything. But before, because you know I like to put on my highlighter after I put on my setting spray. And she makes a setting spray. This is new. The setting spray is new. The primer, the butter primer is new. The foundation and the concealer said it was new on the website, but I know it's been out a little while. But I can definitely tell you that this is a brand new product too. And this is called Sweet Grace Baking Spray. So kind of like, you know, your avocado sprays or your canola oil or your olive oil sprays. It's so freaking cute. Always spray your Sweet Grace. Oven Fresh, established in 2011. Makeup setting spray. So this is my first impression. I haven't tried it. I don't know what it smells like or anything. And I don't even know what the mist is like. So we're just going to kind of... Ooh, okay. So it's a nice little mist. Oh my gosh. It smells like sugar cookies. It smells like sugar cookies. With a hint of like ginger or something. I don't know. It's weird. It smells so good. And you know I love my other setting spray, but this may take the cake. Okay. Very nice. So that is called Sweet Grace Baking Spray. So now we're going to go in with our Snackaroons highlighter in Sugarcoat Everything. Yes, Sugarcoat Me and Everything. So this is more, there were 2 colors. This one's more of a light color highlighter. You guys kind of, I don't know, you might notice that that's kind of the highlighter I go for. It's goldy, but it's still a light color. Wow. I barely put it in here like, okay. Go slow. We're just gonna, wow. Blend this out right along here. Oh my gosh. In the mirror, does it look as blinding, but on camera? Wow. Wow, that 12 bucks? Okay. Put a little bit more. I know my lip is looking a little weird. I'm gonna blend that out, but oh, that is gorgeous. I like highlighters that are a little lighter. I know it's weird on darker skin tones, but I kind of like that look. I don't know why. I'm gonna blend this out. Wow. Hit our nose. You know mama like a highlighted nose. Ooh. Yes. Go down a little bit. I didn't place it too, you know. Do you need to get closer on this nose though? Like, okay. I just don't want to put too much. Like, it's blinding, but it's pretty. Ooh. Alright, then we're going to go a little bit in the highlight area of the bone, the brow bone, just a little bit. You might have to take another brush and blend that out. But this brush is your Morphe 504, which is my favorite for highlighting. And it's just fluffy anyways, so it shouldn't give too much. Who is she? Okay, Beauty Bakerie. Like, okay, Beauty Bakerie. I swear I ripped these out of the packages right in front of you guys, so. Nice. Okay. Lips. So, I brought you a Beauty Bakerie bite-size lip product before. These wear all day. These are matte, like dry. They don't dry out your lips, but they are a matte formula. They last. When you might eat something, it might feel weird, but when you look at it, you're like, wow, nothing's moved. So, I like them. Just want to fix my eye. Because that highlight is like overpowering it all. Just blend that out a little bit. Okay. Alright. So let's get these lips on because we only have a few more minutes. So the one I had was not a nude day. All of these are nude lipsticks. They have 10 different shades. They're all nude. They're $12. I wanted to try this new one, For Real Doll. And it's like a pinky nude, and I felt like it would go with the lips good. So we're gonna see how this looks by itself without a liner or anything. It's very pink nude. Now, some people can go out and wear this by itself, and not I. So, I'm going to put Not a Nude Day around the edges, like a liner, and blend them together. It is a pretty pink nude for Rodo, and I love the name. Together, they're really pretty. On me with my comfort level of a nude. I'm going to take Ferrodo one more time in the middle. I hope you enjoyed the takeover of Beauty Bakerie. It was a pleasure working with these products, and this is the final look. It's the highlighter for me, okay? Hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. If you like these beauty brand takeovers like we did for Beauty Bakerie, definitely let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel if you have not. Thanks for my day ones and there hasn't been a lot of videos yet, but who have been sticking around watching my videos every time I drop a new video. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Let me know what you think about these products. If you go ahead and pick you up one, definitely leave it in the comments and let me know what you thought of them. This is an A1 brand and I am in love with it, and I hope you guys are able to try it out, and I hope you love this video. Thanks again. We'll see you later. Peace.